Maybe we'll spray it with the luminol and it won't be blood, it'll be ketchup.
Oh my god.
Like how we made a joke about earlier. Yeah, can we use the spray on the shoe?
I don't know if I can even use this anymore.
And not that it matters. Look at what's the bottom say? Oh, Emma Sky. Oh my god, how dorky.
Someone used a marker to write their name on this.
I wonder who.
Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go.
Well, you never know when something might go down.
But you've never seen blood before.
Well, you never know when you'll see it.
Just what kind of a world do you think we live in?
A real one.
Damn.
Murders happen every day.
Every day. Every day. I don't. We
Having fun there.
I don't know if this. They let me inspect it. Like they modeled it in 3D for a reason, presumably, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. They just do it for that gag?
Maybe. There's a small tag on the knife.
It says SL9 too.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code.
Oh yeah. That's weird. Yeah, it's funny when you look at this like after, like when you look at it again and they say the same stuff. It's like, well, you guys already figured out X, Y, or Z. But it's like this will give you like the original dialogue they had when you look at it the
dialogue
first time.
like selectively updates on some things and not other places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should just kind of say something like, you already looked at this, or like, I already looked at this, you know. This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
Did we acknowledge that before?
I don't know.
But this must be the victim's blood?
Ah! There's blood here too!
On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
All this blood, it's horrible.
The blood might be important. Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I don't know how to spray anymore.
I don't know how to spray anymore.
They hit me with the spray option, but I don't know how to do it anymore, or if I can.
Well, she says, she said, like, when you find blood, I'm gonna mark it on the map. So it's like, now I don't know. It's like, can we look at more stuff?
Yeah. I'm unsure. She ended on, like, a detail. Let's see.
Hair flip.
I'm an angel and a devil.
SL9 incident. SL9? She doesn't mean. Just trying to figure out what they want from us here. Let's see. Spray.
Oh, there you go.
Beep, 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 beep.
You should use all of it and make Emma cry. You're using up all of the spray she's paid for with her own money. Oh, there's blood on the phone!
Oh my god.
That'd be funny if there was like blood up there on the window.
The ceiling.
Yeah.
It was a spurter.
Yeah, this is a Kill Bill movie.
Yeah, that's what came to mind. Just the geysers.
You know, there's that scene where she fights the crazy 88s in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
And I think the scene's in black and white because it would have changed the rating of the movie. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
In order to lower the rating of the movie, they changed the scene to black and white in post.
Because for some reason, the red would have like affected. It would have made it like
it's like the most amount of blood in the entire 2-movie series. It's just that particular part.
Apparently, there's a cap on how much blood you can have in a movie.
Apparently,
which is dumb, but whatever.
It's there's not really rules. It's completely
up to the.
It's arbitrary.
It's on a case-by-case basis. They change it every time.
This is a ratings board that just sees it, and then they just make a call on with how they feel about it, basically. That's what they did with Team America. The first version of the movie had a hilariously, just gratuitously prolonged sex scene in the middle of the movie that was so long and way worse. So that would get the NC-17 rating, and then they would edit it down to the version they actually wanted in the real film, and just send them the original thing that they were trying to get away with in the first place, and that would be like, oh, see, this is better now, and then the subjective ratings board would then give it an R rating instead of NC-17 or whatever.
Yeah, no, there's a whole psychological aspect to that. It's like the whole, if you ever want to get something, you ask for something you don't want first, and someone says no, and you ask for what you actually want the second time, and they're more likely to say yes because they feel burdened by having said no the first time. That's a total psychological trick, and that's exactly what they did for that fucking movie.
And there's so many completely arbitrary elements to it that are distressing and also bigoted. Like there's a lot of like really clear like biases in it, where like they specifically like men having pleasure during sex, totally okay, but women having pleasure during sex, that drives up the rating. And then you have a same-sex couple. It's like they're specifically. It's way worse to have any sort of same-sex relationship, but also way worse if it's a same-sex relationship between two women. Like suddenly the ratings arbitrarily get worse and worse, and it's like it's just
and then they have that whole
unsuitable.
Titties are fine, but you can't show like nothing below the belt for women. That's gross. Ew. Like they get all like that about it, and it's like, and also I think dicks. They're weird about dicks.
They have a lot of really arbitrary feelings about what is and isn't obscene, and a lot of it
I don't know
is clearly biased for particular groups. It's deviancy. Like
no.
As if our rating isn't already bad enough for that anyway. This blood must be from when Lana.
No, my sister isn't the murderer.
But she had blood on her hands.
Hey, we're not saying she's a murderer, lady.
Well, we're gonna know what she dialed.
Oh my gosh!
8675
3099.
But she called you, didn't she? At the time of the crime.
And her right hand is
and her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on?
There's nothing to do with taking sides. Just means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Also, someone cleaned the blood off the phone. That's not accounted for by the oil drum.
That's, you know what, that's true.
Yeah, who cleaned the blood off the phone? What? Why are we done with this? Give me... I mean, I guess we already know the phone she called.
What?
Yeah. Because she called.
I guess
Emma.
so, but...
But it feels weird we're not even checking it, because that's just like an age-old puzzle thing. Like escape rooms and whatnot will feature that idea, is that you can tell from the fingerprints what number they were calling.
But then also it's like some of the buttons are more glowy than others, which makes it that they're pressed more than once, you know?
Because you would see multiple separate prints on the same button, and also the buttons will have a descending, a reducing amount of blood per fingerprint based on what order they were pressed in. Mm-hmm. Where the first one's the darkest, and they get fainter and fainter. So I'm like, I want to solve the puzzle. Let me solve the puzzle, even though I know the answer maybe. But what if it's a plot twist? Maybe she didn't call Emma. I don't know. She pressed 1, 6, 8, and 9 a lot, and not much of anything else. Also, both of her hands have blood on them.
Yeah, because you hold one phone in your hand and then you dial with the other hand, I would think.
But it doesn't have to be her blood, because she touched the body as far as we can tell. She likely found Goodman one way or another, so she probably had blood on her hands no matter what. Yeah,
none of this information that we're finding today is like startling to me.
Yeah.
The only thing that's nice is that our little lunch lady is being so blatant about the fact that she had a relationship with SL9. Like,
I'm just like, should we just leave? I don't know what to do with her. I feel like we're supposed to do something with her, but I'm not getting it. Blood? Could you take a look at this?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
You can look at it.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infused the leaves with steam before brewing.
We did this before, yeah.
I don't think, I was gonna say, I don't think it's, we pre-infused the leaves with steam.
I don't know what that would accomplish.
I don't know either. I don't drink a lot of tea, to be honest. I'm a coffee person. It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. I like that picture too.
That's when you heard her talk about the muffler, right?
Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler.
What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder?
Yeah, what a fucking coincidence. The car is red and has a muffler. The muffler is red and is also referred to as a muffler. So
Yeah.
no one ever fucking calls it a muffler.
How did that get localized?
You know, I was
So curious.
I was having a conversation with my brother about this, and I looked the same thing. I was like, I can't figure out why. Although I will say, in anime, they do refer to scarves as mufflers a lot. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But I don't think the word for muffler is the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
And also that you're lucky that it also, like, we know it can be referred to as a muffler, and it's not like a completely, like, you know, separate. Like, I knew that was something that people call scarves sometimes, but, you know, for all they knew, it could have never been used in America ever. I don't know. Maybe they talk about, maybe in Japanese they go, in English they refer to this part of the car as a muffler. Like, maybe they set it up for us.
In English.
In English, yeah.
T. He cares not for your maps.
I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot.
Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
I wish I could be so sure. It's not impossible. We're in a parking garage, almost like there were vehicles around.
And vehicles, like, move things sometimes, you know?
I don't know what to do with her. I'm just gonna go places.
Goodbye.
It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
A real-life crime scene.
Yeah, they'll just let us right in.
How do I spray?
When the fuck is the blue badger gonna come
Do I go to
into
this
play?
screen, then...
Spray the blue badger. He's covered with blood.
That's what I want to know. Shit.
Blue badger has blood on his hands.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. The blue badger...
Oh, the blue badger is still writhing around today.
Writhing around.
What a way to phrase it.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing.
Aww, he's cute. I love him.
His... Oh, fuck, what are they called? There's a word for that weapon.
Baton.
Another word for that weapon.
Nightstick.
Another word for that weapon.
I don't know what else you want from me.
Is it a sap?
Club?
Something that comes to mind. But anyway, it's red, covered in blood. It's covered in red because it's covered in blood. The whole police department has been dancing around this like crazy since yesterday. They're doing the dance with it, like they're all doing it, just like the other guy.
Can I take out these batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty.
What? He's not Chucky.
He's cute. Leave him alone, dude.
Look, that patrolman's saluting the other guy. He must be a detective.
You idiot! What were you thinking? Where's your head?
Sir, it's right here, sir.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. So in case he forgot.
What? They make a good pair.
Oh, it's right here. He's like pointing.
We're gonna have a bizarre, stupid conversation about him not saluting every day, apparently, because the art. He's always gonna be in the art.
Well, it's like how we have the conversation about the guard at the police station. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign.
We talked about this because, like, wow, the police are gonna fight crime now. That's crazy.
I know, what an
innovative idea.
I know.
Blow my mind.
They usually talk about like getting everyone to submit their fingerprints, and we're like, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Huh. What? Evidence room, please? Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
Ugh, makes my head hurt.
I don't know why they aren't coming to the conclusion we have.
I know.
It makes me worried, because whenever there's a weird dissonance, it's like, it's because we're wrong. But it makes so much sense.
It does. It does make... Yes, I can't imagine how else this could go down.
Nope, it's Schrodinger's murder. That makes way more sense.
There were twins, you guys.
They're twins? They lived an entire life of lies.
What was that fucking magician movie? The Prestige?
The Prestige.
The Prestige!
Like, that was the part of... It's the, because we just watched Rick and Morty where it's like, that's right, you just got Prestige. It's the Prestige, motherfucker.
I always got, like, really confused, because, like, around the same time there was the, there's the Prestige, and there was, like, another...
The Illusionist.
The Illusionist. Oh, my gosh. And I always remembered, one of these is good, and I don't remember which one is good and which one I don't like. And I always forget which one's which, because it came out at, like, a very similar time.
Yeah, there's always the weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Like when you have, like, multiple Snow White movies coming out the same year, and then multiple... Ant movies.
Well, yeah, they did that one on purpose.
Yeah, because
DreamWorks and Bugs Life.
Yeah, DreamWorks is a spiteful little shit.
Yeah.
If they're gonna make an ant movie, we're gonna make one faster, and it's gonna come out first. Fuck those guys. Now we're doing a dinosaur movie too.
I can't remember if it had Billy Crystal. It had like some weird voice actor.
Everyone was creepy looking in that movie. One of the main people was played by Sylvester Stallone. He was the big chin guy.
That makes sense.
No, yeah. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department's crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating.
That's
not tasteful. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead.
Wow, you really double dipped on that one, huh? Have you ever heard of diminishing returns?
Also, are you accusing the cops of killing us for this? Because that's kind of...
They did let us get assaulted in their own evidence room.
That is, yeah, that's true. I think they probably looked the other way on purpose.
There was, like, screaming and stuff. And they were just like, just a normal day for Von Karma. You went in the evidence room, other people went in the evidence room, a bunch of screaming happened. Not going to write a report about this.
No.
Just let it happen. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either.
What the fuck?
Why do you guys suck so bad? That must be Chief of Detectives. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything!
Someone's getting a demotion.
That's hilarious.
I doubt it. They'd have to change the art. This guy's just always here. Must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
I know. The killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut.
This fucking movie?
This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure.
He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel.
That's hilarious.
He must have been murdered by an icicle. That's why there's no evidence.
That classic... I think Mythbusters did a whole episode on the ice bullet.
I think
you can
so.
make a bullet out of ice. Like, that was cold enough to withstand the heat of the gun itself.
So this is the police mascot, is it?
Blue Badger, future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Ugh. Well, the Dancing Blue Badger, TM, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked?
The Dancing Blue Badger?
Absolutely. It's cutting edge stuff. Very now.
How?
I showed this doll here to my daughter. She burst into tears.
In fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say in fear or in, like, love or how?
Yeah. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares.
Is that what you want? You want us to be with that cute thing? Because it's not working on me. I think it's cute.
No, it's... Wait.
They look a lot different, actually. I like the one outside.
We can't look at the evidence room. I think we're at the wrong evidence room. I think it's this place's evidence room, which is a different building than the one we were just at.
No. No, because, like, that's where we usually go. We usually just don't get a look at the outside. But that's the room that we usually go into that lets us see the evidence.
I thought they said there was like two separate one. Whoa!
What is this? I know who works here.
Oh, yeah. Texas. It just says Texas on his stupid... This guy's a jackass.
You know, I don't think I realized that he was the guard.
It doesn't make sense that he's the guard, really.
Evidence room. Oh,
he's got a fucking snare at the door. It's like a rabbit trap. Like it's gonna catch you as you walk in the room. What the fuck?
You know, maybe he's the guard of the evidence room.
I thought he was supposed to be a patrolman.
But he's the evidence room guard station. I don't think it's the same building as the other one.
Yeah, they were very open about what they meant by guard station. So he guards the evidence room.
So she has two guard boyfriends?
So he guards the room the murder happened in.
So she has two guard boyfriends.
This is a lot of drinking on the job.
Yeah, look at all those bottles up there.
There's a lot of drinking on the job. He's got way too many tassels.
He has one poured right there.
Look at this asshole with all of his tassels.
Assholes and tassels.
That's my new D&D variant. Assholes and tassels. It's a Vegas-based D&D series. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
That's a word for it. Black Angus.
I mean, eccentric's just a catch-all describer of every character in the entirety of this franchise.
It's Texas Roadhouse. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
The word I would have used is try hard. This person's trying very hard to present this particular personality to everyone.
They built their whole personality around this stereotype.
Yeah. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime?
Has this room always been here, even though we go into the evidence room and got assaulted there and nobody stopped it? Has this room always been between the police station and the evidence room that we've been to lots of times?
I am concerned.
It sure seems that way. Oh.
But we've also never met this guy before.
Yes, we have.
What's wrong?
It's this cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
So tsundere.
Very tsundere.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. It's not a desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Watch it just be another guy who dresses like a cowboy, and that's just the lunch lady's type. She likes guards who dress like cowboys, and it just so happens to be two. Look on the floor, a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
You're right, Keith. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed.
And then he just left it there like, drat. I guess that lasso's dead to me.
If she said this to me and I was in this room with her, I would literally just turn around and walk away. I would not talk to her anymore. I'd be like, I'm done with you.
She's incredibly aggravating.
That's the straw right there.
She says the dumbest things and then just sticks with them. And it doesn't seem to be a joke.
No.
She doesn't seem to be joking. She's just deranged.
I would be like, goodbye.
You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room's beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it would be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Like the guard.
We never got it before. That's what I'm confused about.
I think we did.
Oh, I guess we got permission.
Just not from this room or anything, yeah.
But we didn't see him last time. We never.
It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
Oh, that's.
They have important. Cameras in there.
How is this not solved already?
But also our crime, where we got assaulted.
That you're right. That's true.
They have cameras.
Also, this is a crime that took place in the police station, where they apparently obviously would know that there's cameras here already. Why are they even questioning anything? Why?
I'm mad.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet Wiki uses his computer to check on who went in and out of there. Yes. Unless that guard lady is here and she deletes all the stuff she doesn't like and only has like 2 pictures for us. There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Yeah, that's not that's not what a uniform means. Uniforms are, say it with me now, uniform.
Yeah. And generally assigned by your job. I doubt they assigned him this outfit, unless they're being like cruel assholes and they're like, you can have this job, but only if you dress like this.
As our mascot.
And our other mascot. I would say, I will look awesome in that. I would definitely wear that to this job. I would love a themed outfit for
in California, you would suffer in that.
No, but if I was in this room, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I'd leave, I'd change, but it'd be really funny to have like a themed outfit. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A paunchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Unless she heard me, I can't tell.
Yeah, I was say I don't fucking know. My dad, I have this really cute picture of my dad when he was like probably he's probably younger than me now. Oh, that's weird to think about. But he was dressed as Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on Halloween, and so he has like this picture of him with like a fake like 5 o'clock shadow and like a cigar and a big hat and then a poncho.
5 o'clock shadow.
A poncho.
Oops.
It's a cute picture. It's funny. He really likes cowboy movies. So I've seen a lot. I'm actually really fluent in cowboy and westerns.
I have seen almost none. And all the ones that I have seen are pretty much all deconstructions or riffing on like the idea of them.
You would enjoy those.
All I've watched.
You'd enjoy those more if you understood what they were supposed to be like in the first place.
Yeah.
But
the entire concept of a cowboy movie looks so incredibly unappealing to me.
There's something like, I mean, I understand why that would seem that way, but there is something like, if you watch, there are some stupid ones for sure, but there are some that like I have some genuine like man versus nature aspects, or like what is justice to you, kind of like, there's a lot of vigilanteism, which is fun.
Yeah, for me it's all like Django Unchained and True Grit.
It's a perfect like anti-heroes. Cowboy movies make the best anti-heroes.
And Dead Man Walking. And
how about like
Revenant?
3:10 to Yuma?
No.
See, that's like a newer one, but I consider that a really good one.
I think the oldest cowboy movie I've seen is Dead Man Walking. Maybe. That's the one with Johnny Depp. And
even No Country for Old Men is kind of supposed to be like a riff on like what a cowboy movie is supposed to feel like.
Yeah.
With the hero who's an anti-hero, you're rooting for him, but what he did isn't really right.
Because I've seen that, and There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
But
I have Seven Samurai. Blood. I need to watch that next, because that's supposed to be like the origin of all cowboy movies is the samurai movie. So I'm trying to get into samurai movies now.
Yeah.
But anyways. Yipes. These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
Fake things can also be sharp. Maybe even sharper.
That's true.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
Oh my god, it is today. The sad music! How so?
Encased in cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction.
Oh my god.
Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more like an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Yeah, also you don't know her. Talked to her like twice.
I think Phoenix just being stupid because he was referring to physical like appearance.
Yeah.
She's obviously she's obviously being metaphorical.
Excuse me, Emma. Your sister is a person.
She has
not
skin.
a cactus.
If she was a porcupine, I would understand the comparison a little bit more.
We can't even look at the alcohol or comment on it. It's like it doesn't exist.
Well, they don't want to promote it.
This is how toxic work environments exist. We all just turn a blind eye. This guy's problem.
Yeah, y'all should see my office at work.